Tonight, we look at a story that's about more than just concrete and steel. It's about vision, determination, and the will to overcome adversity in the face of global uncertainty. Canada has announced a $4.8 billion mega project, a bridge that's more than infrastructure. It's a bold response to U.S. trade tariffs. This isn't just a construction project, it's a statement of intent, a move to secure the nation's economic future. This bridge is a strategic pivot in international trade, watched by leaders worldwide. Its impact will ripple far beyond Canada's borders, influencing global supply chains and diplomatic relations. It's a test for how middle powers adapt when global politics shift. The world is watching to see how Canada navigates these turbulent waters. When a powerful partner changes the rules, do you concede or innovate? Canada has chosen to build, to invest in its own strength and resilience. The bridge is a declaration of economic independence, aiming to reshape trade routes and create new opportunities. It's a symbol of hope for businesses and communities that rely on cross-border commerce. It's a story of resilience and ambition, affecting millions, from truck drivers to factory workers. Their livelihoods depend on the flow of goods and the stability this bridge promises to bring. The decision came after months of tense negotiations and escalating disputes. Behind every blueprint and policy, there are real people fighting for their future. Canada, long a close U.S. ally, found itself in the crosshairs of new trade policies. The bridge stands as a response to these challenges, a testament to national resolve. The Resilience Bridge aims to connect more than land. It's about forging a new economic destiny. It's a promise to future generations that Canada will chart its own course. Tonight, we explore what this project truly means for Canada's future, and how it could redefine the nation's place in a rapidly changing world. To grasp the bridge's significance, we need to look back. For over a century, the US and Canada have been each other's largest trading partners, creating an integrated economy. NAFTA, signed in 1994, eliminated most tariffs and supercharged continental trade. Supply chains became deeply intertwined, supporting millions of jobs on both sides. Cities like Detroit and Windsor evolved into single economic zones. This deep integration was long seen as permanent. But beneath the surface, disputes over lumber, dairy, and other sectors simmered. These were usually managed through negotiation, seen as minor squabbles in a strong partnership. The assumption was that both countries valued their shared economic space. Few predicted that this foundation would be so dramatically challenged. The recent trade disputes have shaken the very core of this relationship. The era of predictable trade ended abruptly with the Trump administration's America First policies. Steep tariffs on Canadian steel and aluminum, justified by national security, shocked Canada. The impact was immediate. Industries disrupted, jobs threatened. Canada retaliated with its own tariffs, marking the start of a trade war. The renegotiated USMCA modernized some rules but didn't resolve underlying tensions. New threats to Canada's auto and agriculture sectors kept uncertainty high. Relying on a single, unpredictable partner became a clear vulnerability. Canada began seeking new trade partners, but diversification is slow. The need for a bold, immediate solution became clear. That's when the idea for a new strategic bridge was born. In a landmark announcement from Ottawa, Prime Minister Trudeau unveiled the St. Lawrence Resilience Bridge, a transformative $4.8 billion project set to redefine Canadian infrastructure and connectivity for decades to come. This ambitious bridge will establish a brand new deepwater shipping route, directly linking Ontario and Quebec to the Atlantic Ocean, and opening up unprecedented opportunities for trade and transportation. Its primary goal is to bypass the frequent bottlenecks at the US border, allowing Canadian goods to flow freely and efficiently, while also asserting Canada's economic sovereignty on the world stage. Trudeau emphasized that the bridge will open new doors for Canada, connecting communities and businesses to global markets like never before. Funding for the project comes from a combination of federal investment and private partnerships, a strategy designed to ensure both speed and strict budget control while fostering innovation. Construction is scheduled to begin in 2026, with a targeted completion date of 2031 near Rimouski, Quebec, promising thousands of jobs and economic growth for the region. The bridge will connect directly to a state-of-the-art deep-water port, designed to accommodate the world's largest cargo ships and streamline international shipping. This alternative to traditional north-south trade routes is a true game-changer for Canadian industries, offering faster, more reliable access to overseas markets and reducing dependence on foreign infrastructure. Both Quebec and Ontario governments are backing the project, and major industries across the country see it as vital for expanding their reach and competitiveness in new markets. The Resilience Bridge stands as the centerpiece of a bold new national trade strategy, symbolizing Canada's commitment to innovation and global leadership. It's a bold statement about Canada's evolving place in the global economy, and a testament to the nation's ambition and vision. Canada is no longer a passive observer in world trade. It's actively shaping its own future, building the foundations for generations to come. The Resilience Bridge is more than just infrastructure. It's a bold vision for the 21st century, representing hope, progress, and a new era for Canada. The St. Lawrence Resilience Bridge is an engineering marvel in the making. A cable-stayed design will stretch over 3 miles, among the longest and tallest in North America. It must allow massive container ships to reach the expanded port. The bridge includes lanes for trucks, a freight rail line, and advanced digital monitoring. Construction will create over 15,000 jobs, with 5,000 permanent positions in logistics and port operations. For Eastern Quebec, it's a transformative economic opportunity. Funding is split $2.5 billion federal, $2.3 billion from a public-private partnership. International firms will help finance and build, sharing in toll revenue. This model shifts some financial risk to the private sector. Environmental protection is a priority. Plans include measures for marine life and local habitats. The project aims for the highest environmental standards, balancing progress and sustainability. It's an investment in people, the economy, and the environment. The Resilience Bridge is already reshaping North American logistics. It strengthens east-west trade, connecting central Canada directly to global shipping lanes. Canadian exporters gain a powerful new option, reducing dependence on U.S. ports. Politically, it signals to Washington that Canada is forging its own path. The project is about diversification, not confrontation, but the message is clear. Canada will negotiate from a position of greater independence. For local communities, the bridge promises jobs and investment, but also challenges like housing and traffic. Careful planning is needed to ensure benefits are widely shared. Internationally, the project is a case study in strategic infrastructure investment. Other nations see Canada's move as a way to navigate global volatility. The bridge could become a gateway for international trade into North America. Canada is positioning itself as a key hub in a changing global network. For deeper insight into the significance of this project, we spoke with Dr. Anjali Sharma, a leading trade policy analyst at the University of Toronto, whose research focuses on the intersection of infrastructure and international relations. She describes the Resilience Bridge as one of Canada's most ambitious and transformative infrastructure projects in recent memory, with the potential to reshape the nation's future. According to Dr. Sharma, it's not just about improving logistics or transportation, it's about building what she calls geopolitical infrastructure, a foundation for Canada's evolving role on the world stage. The bridge represents a strategic pivot away from over-reliance on the U.S., aiming to redefine Canada's economic geography and strengthen its autonomy in global trade. The potential benefits are substantial: greater economic independence, access to new international markets, and a buffer against the volatility of U.S. policies and trade disruptions. But the risks are equally significant: a staggering $4.8 billion price tag, uncertainty about future shipping volumes, and the possibility of backlash or retaliation from the U.S. government. It's a high-stakes bet on a different, more self-reliant future for Canada, requiring vision and courage from policymakers and citizens alike. The timing is critical. Canada is making a proactive, long-term investment at a moment when global trade rules and alliances are rapidly shifting, and uncertainty is the new normal. The project's symbolism is powerful. Bridges connect people, economies, and ideas, and this one aspires to link Canada to a more diversified and resilient future. It's a bold statement that Canada is determined to shape its own destiny, rather than simply reacting to external pressures. Whether the reality will ultimately match this ambitious vision remains to be seen, as only time will tell if the gamble pays off. But as a statement of intent, it stands among the boldest moves in Canadian history. The world is watching, and the stakes could not be higher. The Resilience Bridge is a story of contrasts, defiance and cooperation. It's a response to protectionism, but also an invitation to new partnerships. Canada refuses to let its fate be dictated by another nation's politics. Yet, the bridge is about connection, not division, opening a new gate to global trade. It signals to Europe, Asia, and South America that Canada is open for business. The project is both defensive and offensive, protecting the economy and seizing new opportunities. It reflects a more assertive Canadian foreign policy. A stable, resilient Canada is a better partner for all, including the US. This is a bold reimagining of Canada's role in the world. The St. Lawrence Resilience Bridge is more than steel and concrete. It's a symbol of our times. It reflects the challenges of globalization and the choices nations face. Canada has chosen to build, not retreat, and the world is watching. The project is a calculated gamble, investing in a future with more economic control. Its legacy will be measured by the opportunities it creates. Will it become the artery of a diversified economy? A model for others? These questions will be answered as the bridge opens new markets. The story is far from over. It's about all of us and the future of global cooperation. The Resilience Bridge is Canada's answer. Bold, ambitious, and hopeful. What do you think this project means for the future of trade? Join the conversation. Wayne.